Okay, welcome to this week's lap guide. Bit of a different one here. Didn't get a clean kind of lap in. A little bit off the pace today, but I had a really great battle, so that's all that matters. What have we got here? Fairly slippery track, actually. 39 degrees on the track. I did a 150.9, 2 laps in a row, and this one has an overtake in it. So there's still a bit of time there, but some good lines anyway, I think. So my brake marker here is in between the 150 and the 100, around the on a faster lap I'll be trying to brake a bit closer to the 100, so around where the blue and white lines start. I go back down to second gear and try to make sure I get both apexes. So on this lap I brake at 150, but again, when I'm pushing for a bit more lap time, I'll be braking a bit after this 150. You can put 2 wheels onto the grass on the inside of pretty much every corner on this track, and it doesn't impact your lap time at all. Obviously, giving yourself a bit more track can help you go a bit faster, so where you can put some wheels onto the grass. This corner's tricky, so right as I've started to turn in for this one here and I've tracked all the way out here, I short shift up into third gear and take the second corner here in third gear. It can be a bit easier to put a wheel off onto the dirt out here if you're using all the track and spinning it on turn in, so be careful there. And you have to be really patient on the exit of this track, on this corner, because even in third gear on lowish throttle, you can get a big slide going on the exit. Again, just after the 150, 125 is where you want to brake and get down to second gear, and you can cut this corner again a little bit. I kind of lift and shift up into fourth for this corner. Sometimes I dab the brake a bit, it's a kind of an arrive and drive corner, just turn in and use your throttle to balance it. And I go in fourth gear. Pretty much at this 100 board, but I'm looking to see where Gary's car there is. There's a patch of light tarmac, and that's where I make sure I'm braking before that and getting back down to second gear for this one. You can take these both in third gear to save yourself a bit of trouble with wheel spin on exit on the throttle, but I think it's faster in second. I use this white part and ending of the curb here as my indicator to go, okay, you've got the car slowed down enough, you're here on the inside of the track. That's when you can start to get on throttle, because this corner has a tendency to suck you out and have you put 2 wheels on the outside grass. Almost as you've gotten straightened up again, we're going to be just passing the 100 board and getting back down to second gear. find I can brake really quite late for this one, so back down to second gear, and I can brake after the 100-meter board, especially if I'm trying to make a pass. So I make my intentions early on here. Don't give him a chance to defend, or if he does, he'll be blocking. But I don't think Gary puts up too much of a fight in this one. He was a bit weaker than me going into the braking zone, this tricky downhill braking zone for this corner. So the move was on here. So what I've been doing for this one is starting to ease onto the brakes at 200. But you can kind of do 175 if you're just going to brake heaps hard. But that's the latest you want to brake is sort of 175. And yeah, if you get on the brakes a bit around the 200, get the car settled, you can do heavier braking as you get closer to the corner. I'm on the inside here, so I do have to brake a bit earlier, but I know that I can brake around 175. Let's see what I do here. It's probably around 175. So this corner here, I use the apex and the ripple strip on the inside as when I've just cleared it, I back down to second gear. I usually try to take a bit of dirt on these two corners too. Tricky corner this one, hard to get on the power, so just be patient, make sure you're in a straight line. That's that lap. If we like, we can go back to the other fast lap. Gary has a huge moment there. I think he puts his wheel off there. Does a nice save to catch it, but I lift because I'm waiting to see where his car goes. I don't want to crash into him, so I do lift a little bit here. And you can see I didn't track all the way out here. Here comes my first little attempt to pass. Let's have a look maybe from the old chopper. It's important to add that Togo's got damage, and that's why he's a bit all over the place. I smell blood, so I'm going for it. It's easy to get oversteer here, so yeah, just giving plenty of space here. Means I don't get the best run, but I'll go for it anyway. And then to be careful, I broke a little bit conservative. I think I could have broke a bit later here, but you don't want to cause an accident. So we're still side by side here, so my aim now is to just make the apex and hold the inside as best I can. But the balance of the car then sort of on the front, so it's a bit harder to get on the throttle, which gives me a bit of oversteer and I have to lift. Alright, looks like I just hit it front. Now I'm just trying to make him nervous by moving around in his mirror so he doesn't know where I am. Hopefully make him make a mistake of some sort. He does, gets very sideways, that's my chance. We both brake really late. Somehow managed to make the corner. Okay, well I'm on the inside. Maybe I could have hit the brakes a bit later, but I do make the corner nicely. So there Togo has to lift, let me through, but he gets a really good run down, so I'll make sure he can't have any room down the inside. And, you know, tricky braking zone, so I brake a bit earlier to make sure that I make this corner, because it's easy to overshoot this one, as we all know. I'm ahead here at the apex, but we'll see what happens. Nice exit from Togo. And then I have to give it up. But Togo leaves room anyway. Moved to his mirror to try to distract him, but maybe we're struggling in that corner, so that's why people are over there. Managed to work, put it on the side, and we'll go again. Now I've got a carrot on the outside, which isn't going to work. I managed to pull it up. Take at least some space just in case, which is good because I usually could have gone flying into that one. And the rest of the lap I'm not really close. Togo has a bit trouble getting all the power. I get a decent exit. But not decent enough. He just gets me across the line. Nice. Good battle.